Hi guys! Guess what? Today is my birthday, and more importantly, it's the birthday of my blog, Sweet Potato Soul. So, to celebrate the blog turning 5 and to also thank you guys so much for being fans, watching my videos, reading my blog, making the recipes, and just lifting me up all the time, I have decided to make a very special cake. It's gonna be a sweet potato cake. Sort of like a carrot cake, but made with sweet potato. Super, super special. Actually really easy to make. And I got all my ingredients just laid out right here to get started. So let's do it. Okay guys, so let's get started with our dry ingredients. I'm going to use this little mesh strainer to sift the flour. So I got some white flour here, and I also have some spices and like the baking powder, baking soda in here. The spices I'm going to be using though are cinnamon and nutmeg. And you can see here, they're kind of blended together, but I grated the nutmeg myself, so it's super, super, super strong and beautiful. So when you do this, all we have to do is pour our flour right into the sifter and just shake it until it comes to the bottom. Then we can follow up with our spices. And then once that's all together, just take your whisk to combine. I sifted my flour and my spices to begin with because that is going to allow everything to combine better and also for the cake to be nice and light and fluffy like all cakes should be. All right, so that looks yummy. I'm gonna set that aside and we'll work on our wet ingredients, which is the fun part. For my wet ingredients, I'm gonna start with my flax egg. Here I have 6 tablespoons of flaxseed, and I got some water that's gonna go in there to make it an egg. Now I'm gonna add some apple cider vinegar. I know it sounds a little weird to put vinegar in a cake, but you won't taste it, and it's actually gonna make our cake be even lighter and fluffier. So good. This is the secret to vegan baking, my friend. And we're gonna follow that with our oil. Stir that up a little, and we can put in our sugar. So here I have a blend of sugars. I've got some coconut sugar, about half a cup of that, and about half a cup of turbinado sugar. I like the flavor of the coconut sugar. It's kind of like brown sugar. And I have some chopped up pineapple. It's from a can, not fresh, but I like it when it's from a can because it's like extra mushy. So perfect for a sweet potato cake that's made like a carrot cake, right? So toss that in with your wet ingredients. And then we're gonna follow it up with our sweet potato actually. This is just grated sweet potatoes, about 2 cups. It took me a little while to grate all of this, but I think it's better when you do it by hand as opposed to like putting it in your food processor. So it's like a workout too. So let's put these in here. One thing that I forgot to mention is freshly grated ginger. I'm gonna grate some of that right now. And stir it all up. All our wet ingredients are combined. And the last thing I need to do is add our dry ingredients to this, okay? So I'm gonna slowly stir it in. Obviously this is a lot of flour and this is a lot of wet ingredients, so I don't wanna like have it all over the countertop. So do this slowly, patiently. Be careful not to over blend though. So now I just have to add my toasted nuts. I did a blend of pecans, and walnuts in here, so just fold those in, and then we're gonna transfer this into my little lined cake dish. You just have to spread it out, make sure it's like nice and even. I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees and pull it out, and we're gonna let it cool, and then we're gonna ice it, and it's gonna be great, so. Now I'm gonna make the icing for our cake. So what I'm gonna be using is coconut milk, just the full fat kind. And what happens is when you put it in the refrigerator upside down, which is what I did, like this, in case you're wondering why is it upside down. It's because I put it in the refrigerator upside down, so all the coconut cream, all that thick part of it goes to the bottom, and it makes for a really nice icing on a cake, and it's healthier. It's healthy fats, though it is very fattening, but it's healthy fat, so that's great. So we're gonna add some maple syrup and vanilla extract just to this, and I'm gonna get my second arm workout of the day after like grating sweet potatoes by creaming this coconut milk. Okie dokie guys. So there is our blended coconut. It's nice and soft. So I've just put it in that bowl because I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator now until my cake is done and until the cake has cooled, because of course you can't eat it right away. You can't ice it right away. Everything will melt. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator until I'm ready to ice the cake. Okay, I think the cake might be ready, so let's see. It smells so good. Oof, hot. Let's see if it's actually done. So I have a toothpick here. You just stick it in, see if it comes out wet or, you know, crumbly. I don't know, guys, it's still kind of wet. Well, I think it needs to go back in for a little bit more time. It's really moist because of the pineapple, but I can tell, like, from the center, it looks so like, yum. But I can tell also that it probably needs to stay in there a little bit longer. So let's stick it in for a little, like 5 minutes, 7 minutes or so. It smells really nice, actually. Oof. Okay, so let's give it another try. I'm thinking it's gonna be done now. You know what? I'm gonna listen to my intuition right now. My intuition is telling me that it will be okay. We're gonna leave it in here to cool for a few minutes, about 10, 15. Then I'm gonna take it out of this with a knife sort of around the edges so it doesn't tear. And then I'm gonna let it cool again for like an hour. You don't have to wait. It'll be like, you know, the next cut for you. It's been like an hour and a half, and my cake looks gorgeous. It's nice and cool, and it's time to put the icing on. So I'm gonna do like a little bit of cinnamon on top just to give it a little bit more color. And there's our sweet potato cake for Sweet Potato Soul's birthday, and I guess mine too. Mind if I take a slice? It looks really good and so moist too. Very good. Guys, thank you so much for reading my blog, for watching my YouTube videos, for supporting me through these 5 years since I started Sweet Potato Soul. It has been so much fun. It's like my #1 thing to do in my life these days. And just knowing that I have a community of people who watch my things and make my recipes makes me so happy. It makes everything worth it. It makes everything so much more fun. So really, this cake I want to make for you. I wish you guys were all here to share it with me and eat it with me, but just know that you're in my heart and you're in my mind as I eat this. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, also, what is your favorite birthday cake to make or to eat? Share it in the comment section below. I love baking cakes and everything else, so maybe I can try what you like too. See you next time.